Hi, I'm Malcolm McDonald, number 9 for Newcastle United, and you're watching Newcastle Fans TV.
Going into this game, I'm actually really looking forward to the atmosphere. Gallagher Flags are going to be doing their biggest ever display, and the atmosphere is going to be electric, and I can't wait because the home fans, along with Liverpool fans, we all know how good an atmosphere Anfield has, and their away fans along with our fans. I think the atmosphere is going to be absolutely incredible. So along with my predicted lineup, I think Rob Elliott will stay in goal. I can't see Rafa changing that. I can see the back four being the same of Yedlin, Clark, Lascelles and Mbemba. I think Yedlin just needs a little bit more game time because he's just come back from injury, and then I think we'll start seeing him really get on in games because I think he did struggle a little bit in the Brighton game. Now for me, in the midfield, I can see Shelvey coming in for Hayden. I think he struggled in the past few matches, and when Shelvey come on against Brighton, we were much better. So I think it might be Shelvey and Moreno in the middle, and I'd keep Richie and Atsu out on the wings. And for the number 10, I think Perez will stay in the number 10 role. I really can't see him getting took out for Diame. And up front, now, I think I'm going to go with Dwight Gale up front. I think Hosselu struggled in a few games, and we know sometimes how kind of brutal Rafa can be with his team selection. You know, we're going to have to work very, very hard. You know, Liverpool are up there, one of the top teams. We all know that now. They've got some incredible players. And I think if we can silence their forwards and their pacier players, it will make the game a lot more easier for us to control. So I think that's what we're going to go for, or that's how I would look at it anyway. From our side, creating chances, it's going to be, you know, Shelvey with the long ball probably. Finally, my score prediction. Now, Liverpool have had a European game this week, so could that affect them? And I'm going to go for, yeah, I think it might. I think we might see a bit of tiredness in there. I'm going to be optimistic for this one, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. And finally, over to Lee, who is going to run us through the Liverpool setup.
Thank you very much, Elisha. Right, okay, so I'm going to be bringing you a little bit on Liverpool, really, so let's get on with it. So, you know, they'll travel to Moscow in midweek, which Liverpool have now played 4 games, including Newcastle one, 4 games on the road, and they'll be a bit leggy, so I think there will be some changes made. But this is the side that Jurgen Klopp went with against Moscow. So it was Karius who come back in goal, then Alexander-Arnold at right back. The 2 centre-backs were Matip and Lovren. Left back was Moreno. Chan, Henderson and Coutinho were the 3 centre midfielders, but Coutinho having that licence to get forward. Salah on the right, Mane on the left, Firmino up top. Now, as I've mentioned, they have travelled. This is the 4th away game in the row, so I'm expecting 4 changes for this one. I think Mignolet will come in. I think Joe Gomez will come in at right back, Robertson at left back, and I think Gini Wijnaldum will come in for probably Chan in centre midfield. Now, Liverpool currently sit 5th in the Premier League, 2 points ahead of us on 11 points, so they're only outperforming us by 2 points at this stage of the season. You would have taken that at the start of the season, but as I mentioned, I think they'll be leggy. I think there will be changes made as well. Gini Wijnaldum return at St James's Park. He's never scored an away goal for Newcastle or Liverpool yet. Will he break his duck at St James's Park? Fucking hope not. But Liverpool's form guide, you know, they're not in the greatest of run, you know. Let's have a look at what their form guide is. So, the last 6 games have only won 1, drawn 3, lost 2, only scored the 7, a massive 13 goals conceded. So, Spartak Moscow, they drew 1-1, Coutinho scoring. The game before that, they beat Leicester 3-2 with Salah, Coutinho and Henderson getting on the score sheet. Before that, they played the midweek League Cup fixture. They got beat off Leicester 2-0. Disappointing draw at home at Burnley with Mo Salah scoring there, and then in midweek they drew 2-2 with Sevilla. Another disappointing because they were in front, weren't they, with Firmino and Salah. And before that they got hammered off Man City 5-0. But to be honest with you, Nobody wants to be playing Man City at this moment. Now, it's easy to point out, you're looking at their attacking threat, you've got Sturridge to bring off the bench, who loves a goal against us as well. You've got the likes of Salah, Mane, left and right. You've got Firmino up top, Coutinho, who's absolutely phenomenal. So they have got the threat going forward. However, defensively, I think Liverpool probably probably the bottom 10 defences in the Premier League. I don't rate their defence at all. You know, you've conceded 13 goals and 6. I know 5 of those were against Man City, but you just look at their backline. Simon Mignolet, I don't rate him. I think he's one of the worst goalkeepers in the Premier League. I think he's awful. I think he's proper awful goalkeeper. So Newcastle need to target crosses, set pieces, low crosses, high balls, you name it. Get on to Mignolet, because one of them he'll drop. He'll give you a chance. And Liverpool also don't like to be stretched. So if you're going to start Dwight Gale, which I personally hope he will, because then if he runs the channels, it'll bring out Liverpool's defence, the central pairing, out of position, and it causes Liverpool problems all the time. So Newcastle need to capitalise on that. I think there will be goals in it. I'm going to have my prediction. I know Elisha's just give hers. I'm going to say it's going to be 2-2. I think Liverpool will try and dominate us in centre midfield, the likes of Henderson, Wijnaldum, Coutinho, but I think Coutinho will have that licence to get a little bit further forward. So there'll be 3 in centre midfield, whereas Newcastle will only play the 2 unless Jose Perez drops further back, which I can't really see that. You know, I'm going to go 2-2, and they'll probably try and hit us on the counter. Let us know what you think of that as well. I'm currently in Miami as this video goes out. So although I'm in the studio room, I'm actually in Miami now. So the videos will continue to roll. They may be delayed by a day, but that's because obviously I'm busy during the day doing stuff with people, you know. But thank you very much for watching. Let us know what your score predictions are going to be on the weekend. See you later. Bye-bye.
We're raising money for the Bradley Lowry Foundation on October the 24th. We're walking from the Stadium of Light to St James's Park. If you can, please help this great cause by donating. The link is in the description.